Wait, 12 what?
12 minutes,
59. Wait a minute. Domengkite goes for the turtle.
That was fast.
Now Edward Latshaker's going to connect onto Brusco. There is no space for him to evade that. Kirk finally soaking up the damage for Onyx Philippines. That's going to be a 2-for-none trade. Aurora secures the turtle. Light still hanging around. He's able to back off the glorious pathway. No casualties for
this hero. And you can also tell some pretty strong moves here being done by Onyx.
Tsunami Slam committed down. Super Prince is going to pick up a kill. Domengkite goes in with the electrifying beat to shut down King Kong. Here's the response from Brusco and Prince. 2-for-1 trade. Aurora loses 2.
Oh, and even in the goal lane, that could have been a solo. So much action happening in this game. But yeah, Domengkite badly wanted to take the kill onto King Kong. Definitely will be slowing down the process a bit more for Onyx, considering that Aurora's been the more successful.
Complete it, go for the fight.
Brusco jump. There's a Purify from Yue though. Here comes a Sun from Light. So that's an ultimate down for the side of Onyx Philippines. SOD already dropped down. Here comes the KK connection. Ultimate drop down onto Domengkite and he survives. Meanwhile, Light taking a lot of damage from Kirk and Prince. Here comes Edward. RWM drop down. Edward with the bravest fighter. Forced out the vengeance of Kirk. He might be able to take him down. One more hit by Garland. And US steals away the kill. 1 down for Onyx.
Such perfect timing. Both the real world and the bravest fighter.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful to watch.
The real bravest fighter.
Oh.
I was say the real fighter, but yeah, sure. The real bravest fighter.
Real bravest fighter world. There.
Oh my goodness. Just look at how in sync Edward and Yue are. I feel like it's been a while since we saw Yue on a hero like this.
Yeah.
Because it's always been the Navarias. Previously, it's also been the Kimis, the Valentinas. But now on the Eve, we missed seeing this. And he's using the adjustment so well. Those clutch damage.
Oh my God.
Onyx answers back in the mid. Here comes Light with a glorious pathway. 2 down for the side of Sonic. Super Prince enters in with a Lantern Flare, trying to catch Domengkite, who has the electrifying beats. Another favorable trade for Aurora.
And we're seeing XP diff right now. Edward solo kill on the top side.
Yeah, he may have struggled in the beginning.
In the beginning.
I don't think that matters anymore. It was just all in the beginning.
That was the best way to do it. That is a professional broadcaster right there. Thank you, Brigida.
Okay.
But you're correct. Absolutely.
Yeah, things look so much better now for Aurora. Now that they're able to work together, they're able to group up. They're not entirely reliant on just getting through the laning phase. I still feel like that is going to be a crucial and important part, but it's not that they're limited in terms of that anymore. Even looking at the gold right now,
Edward.
Domengkite is just up ahead. Oh!
Another jump. Paired up with the ultimate coming in from King Kong. Edward is still alive. Here comes Light with the Revitalize. That's what they're going to connect. We're waiting for Domengkite's entrance. Here he is. Brusco quite low. Cannot jump away. Another member down. Aurora finds one.
Yeah, that was a solid engagement. I don't think I don't think Onyx expected Aurora to fight after they failed the initial engage with Yue.
I will never ever doubt a Lapu Lapu
No.
anymore. Once he gets the bravest fighter, when he gets to land those skills, he will survive as long as there are enemies nearby who, of course, do not have burst damage. And in that case, I think Onyx did not have enough. So now they get another free objective for 3k gold up ahead for Aurora. And look at Domengkite and how he's leading the gold leadership board.
I also don't know if that's an Edward thing or a Lapu Lapu thing. Chat, what do you think?
That is true.
It's an Edward thing.
Is it an Edward thing?
Yeah. After observing his 500 games, I know it's an Edward thing.
Wow, you were there for all 500.
I was there. I was also consistent supporting him.
Okay. There you go.
I think.
You're not sure.
Okay, but that's
You even watch the scrims, right? When you watch a stream and everything.
I'm actually their shadow coach.
Okay.
There you go.
That's the thing.
Confirmed.
Ingan is a very consistent supporter of Mr.
Consistent, yeah.
Okay.
You said consistent a lot.
One of the great supports so far for Aurora was actually Light, the clutch revitalize. That's why Edward was able to out-sustain a lot of damage from Onyx.
This game is accelerating to such a fast pace here. I'm not sure if Onyx is going to be ready for this mid game.
Electrifying beats.
Okay.
Oh, he was able to force out the critical
Yeah,
first
he
there.
did. Yue
bad.
also picks up the Divine Glaive. That's a lot more damage that you could expect from the Eve. Oh, Law and Order!
Lantern Flare, Crimson Beacon. Here comes the jump coming in from Brusco. But just look at the damage of Aurora! Still no casualties, but the turret down bottom might go down. Domengkite trying to chase right after King Kong. Domengkite enters in, still no casualties again, and Aurora is going to fall back and wait for the minions and try to push the mid lane turret.
Just can't touch him.
Imagine that much pressure. And now Domengkite has the Holy Crystal!
Jump.
Making a play.
Brusco. No ultimate still. Aurora wasn't successful in taking down the mid lane, and Onyx Philippines was able to defend.
Right, after all said and done, that's 4.4k gold lead for Aurora. I would say that's as good as it can get, at least for now. And Domengkite rather, is quite untouchable on this Moskov, at least for now.
He's still leading up against Kelra. And he already has the Trinity build
The Trinity build.
in his arsenal.
That's how you do it.
So they definitely will be a lot more aggressive from this point onwards. We could expect Domengkite to even start things up, maybe. And I admire the patience even with the SOD lands. The timings in which he decides to go in. It's just really perfectly timed, but here we go!
Seal from Brusco. King Kong secures the Lord. This is a sign for Onyx to back off. Brusco is going to be sacrificial lamb, but Domengkite wants to extend the trade. That's going to be a Brusco for Lord, and Onyx steals away.
That's a very crucial steal because if they gave that away, that would have been a big problem. They would need more clear. And let's not forget, like, as much as the hotfix was good, the Zushin is just not for clearing.
Yep. Somehow, Aurora are still able to manage this though. Domengkite will not let it go any further. And Onyx might have to walk away for now. Oh, this is still Aurora seemingly pushing forward as if they did not lose on the objective.
Right, very confident.
So Domengkite used it just to make sure to zone out Onyx Philippines and take a top lane turret with them.
Stole away the
He
purple.
also got the purple buff.
Alright, so we're even Stevens right now, at least for now. But again, the map is like 70% Aurora controlled. I don't think you can walk into the Onyx jungle and still feel safe at this point, despite having the Mountain Shocker available, at least for the Ascension.
Yep. And this lack of damage is definitely going to catch up bit by bit. Look at Edward already securing the Queen's Wings as well. It's going to be a lot more harder for Onyx to take him down if they're not able to pour in the right amount of resources, and if they do not get to isolate him well enough. On the other hand though, I feel like Aurora, they still might want to be a bit more careful about the next steps that they do. They have the Purify spells, but one crucial setup from Brusco could still drastically change the flow of the game. And that cannot be Domengkite. That cannot be Yue or Domengkite. But that's the thing, like I don't think the Purify spells can just be forced out of Aurora easily.
Yeah. So Onyx Philippines really needs to pick their fights. A good pick off, secure the kill, make sure that Aurora can't go head to head 5v5.
I just laughed a little bit when I said you can't force a Purify. I was gonna check how many people have the Purify, and then the graphic blocked me. Yeah, it's you and people okay with the Purify.
Oh.
There's two of them. All right,
Those are the main targets.
the main target. But now it's proving the US playing relatively safe as well in this one. I haven't seen him get caught out too much, even with Brusco on, like, again, aggressive heroes like the Kalea. I guess Brusco just having a bad day today with the Kalea in this game and in the previous one. I guess I don't blame him. It's just so hard to play Kalea, especially with a lineup that goes very in your face.
Yeah, very mobile lineup paired up with Purifies. It's going to be hard for Brusco to actually make plays. And now Lord spawn in the bottom side of the map. Still, Onyx Philippines, they have a chance of contesting for this, but they know that Kelra just came from the top side. Domengkite, they're waiting for the entry. Look at the damage from Domengkite! Lord follows up with a kill. One member down immediately. SOD is gonna miss. Onyx Philippines will have to concede this Lord to Aurora.
Man,
Yue. Yeah.
that happened so quickly.
Those were just a couple of spears from Domengkite and then the finishing Void Crystal from Yue.
That was clean. Oh, man. And that just goes to show where our players are, where Aurora is right now, in terms of how spicy they can get. Even Kelra is getting hit by Collapse damage.
No, Spear of Misery! Domengkite was clutch! RWM coming in from Yue. Superfist was able to stay alive. Kelra, already? Okay. King Kong has his ultimate, but Aurora was able to take the inhibitor turret and they still have the Lord marching up top.
Oh, it's so tricky to position yourself. Even the damage from the passive, even when it's just the turret that's being targeted by Domengkite is no joke.
Yeah, you're not even the target here.
You're not even the target.
Here comes the charge, Light leading it with a glorious pathway. Lord kept in check, Super Prince trying to work on Edward. Curtain call already used up. Edward, the mortality pop, Brusco jumps in and they're able to clear out the Lord. SOD coming in from Domengkite, not gonna pop it anymore. 2 inhibitor turrets taken down and Aurora is enjoying every moment of it.
They're playing very conservatively here, and I am all for it, especially for Roar right now. Just pinning down the advantage Onyx might have. Any opening is going to be slowed. 2 inhibitor turrets removed.
Amazing defense shown to us here by Onyx. They really tried to spread out their resources as much as they can, and even though they lost 2 base turrets in the process, they've been able to minimize what Aurora could have potentially done. At least for them, the timings in which the Lantern Flare stacks came in, that Land Shaker which never got to land from Edward too, I think those were really key factors into or as to how that entire team fight panned out. It was only the immortality that they got away from Edward, but still that meant something because it was forced, or it forced them to back away, not play as aggressively anymore, and so we could not expect as much follow-up from Aurora. Not to mention the fact that they also do not have the real-world manipulation in US hands at that time because he was already able to use it previously in that previous siege. So everything just fell into place for Onyx, at least for now, but it could be different if Aurora decides to go for another siege with all their resources intact.
Oh, no purple buff again.
Speaking of resources,
For
that's
King Kong, yeah.
another -1 on the resource bar.
Oh.
Man. All right, this is going to be really tricky for for Onyx to navigate because your initiation potential is almost 0.
Yeah.
Right? All you have to do is kind of just rely on Aurora to really mess up very badly because you can't just dive in with a curtain call. You can't just go in with a tsunami slam.
Yep.
So what do?
Force out the purifies from Super Fit's Lantern characters. But
Yeah, but it's best if they get something out of it because Brusco also has the fleeting time now.
Yeah.
So he can have a bit more tsunami slams available and up for whatever side that they want to do for in a extended team fight. But can they even extend a team fight?
Kirk is low.
they're just blitzing the Lord because they know that Onyx can't go in. RWM already dropped down. SOD gotta connect. King Kong gone. Kelra might be the next to fall here. Brusco quite low. He's getting chased down by 3. Kirk caught in the mix. Here goes Taking 2. Brusco being chased by Edward. Super Prince alone to defend